This is Leanne with Diamonds and Doxies. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming to watch my WIP and chat. Today is Saturday, July the 20th, and it's about, well, I can see the clock from here. It's a little after 11 in the morning. Just got home from going to eat breakfast and running some errands. And so if you're new here, hi and welcome. I'm glad you have found me, and I hope you'll consider subscribing and sticking around. I do diamond painting content. I don't see ever doing anything else. So yeah, that's what it's going to be about. Mostly WIP and chats, but you know, I do talk about my stash. I do some unboxing, some small shop hauls. Recently I did a video on all the storage cases that I have, which really drove home the point that I have too many, but that, you know, whatever, huh? Right? Is there ever such a thing as too many? But anyway, if you're back, I'm so glad you came back. That means the world to me that you found enough interest to, well, come back. So I appreciate it. Today we're doing a WIP and chat. And if you are new, WIP WIP stands for work in progress. My work in progress today is from Francesca Studio Works, and it's Gaia. And the artist's name is Hava, I think it's Gurovic. Anyway, I know her first name is Hava. And I follow her on Instagram as well. I just love her artwork. I have another one in my stash by her that's called Fishbowl, that Anthony at Single and Placing is the reason why I bought that one. It's around. I haven't started it yet. It's my last Francesca Studio Works in my stash once I finish this one. And I'm almost finished with this one, y'all. And I have it turned upside down because I'm on the last row. And when I get to this last row, I flip it around so all of the excess isn't sitting in my lap. And so therefore, I am, let's see if you can see this. I am up here, flip it around, I am right here. So I'm working right here and I'll go across because technically it's not like this and I'm going this way. That's just the way I work. I work right to left. I don't know, it's the way my brain works. Anyway, it's a 27.5 by 27.5 inches or 70 by 70 centimeters square. And I started it on June 21st, so tomorrow will be a month. I'm very hopeful. My goal is to complete this kit for July because as it stands, this was going to be my only completion for July. And that is so not like me. It's really just not like me, but you know, not a race, no big deal. Here's the tools that I have sitting out in front of me. I have this Trinket tray with the trash minder, and you can see I just kind of tend to flick stuff over. Yes, this does have some trash in it. Not all of these are trash though. Some of them were just ones that I found laying on the kit, or maybe they were stragglers in the container and I just put them in there and be done with it. It does have a little magnet on it, so you know, you can see that it kind of wants to go back. It's not real strong. I mean, if I didn't have anything in it, you could turn it over, but I'm not going to do that. And I just love this. I love these flowers. And then you can see the bottom is just beautiful. And there's the magnet that I can't show you, but it's inside of this. So anyway, this is from Angie's Sparkle Addiction Art. I do believe she has another one that's got the flowers in it. Yeah, I like it. And then that sits in there is, these are the Diamond Art Club tweezers. I don't use these for placing the drills. I just prefer the other ones better. But I do use this to get the putty out, and I am going to have to add new putty to my pen today because I thought you didn't want to see me struggle, and I'm pretty sure I was struggling last night, so which was the last time I worked on this. So I have that over there. I have this Diamond Art Club. This is their new pen, and yes, and the new kits. And this is that's the same. So this is an 8-placer. I never know. So this is an 8-placer from Diamond Art Club. And then, of course, got the, well, look and see the putties coming out there. So anyway, I have found this tip picks up ABs so well. So I keep it next to me just for that purpose if I need it for picking up ABs. And then I have some new to me shop from Black Dahlia Diamond Art. And this is from her summer collection, and it's called Midnight Peony. So I'm anxious to try that. My pen is from Enabler's Outpost. And again, I've got the Diamond Art Club thin multi-placer. It's an 8-placer. And then the single placer, which has glue dots, 2 micro glue dots in the end of it. Then I have the tweezers that came with the kit, which are Francesca Studio Works. These are my favorite tweezers to use by her because I just like them. They're very high quality. Yeah, these are my favorites. Then I am using a Yellow Dog Design. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a Yellow Dog Design tray, and it's the XL version 4. Yep, version 4. It's got this kind of stopper, which I like. Yeah. It has the ledge, I guess, here, which would mimic putting washi tape in a regular tray. I've never tried washi tape, so I can't tell you if it works the same, but I think it does. I mean, I like it. It works just fine for me. So yeah, I think that, oh, and my release papers are from Crafts with Crashly, and they are, let me see, where did I put them? Let's see here. Well, that's not it. I was gonna tell you the name of the pattern, but I don't guess I have them in here. Anyway, it's Crafts with Crashly, and so I think it's called Wildflowers, but I can't swear to that. So anyway, oops, I've never used this putty before. Oh, I like this. Smells good. It's not overpowering. It's very light. Very, very, very light. So if you're sensitive to smells, I don't think this is going to bother you. So let's squish our pen in there and pull it. It does seem kind of soft. Yes, I live in Texas and it is a hot climate, but it stays, you know, during the day it's only 72 in my house. So I do have central air. It does turn down to 67 at night. 72 is too warm for me to sleep anyways. So let's see. We'll see. It feels kind of sticky. It does feel kind of sticky. Of course, to me, it's just really hard to judge a putty until you've used it a little bit, because you really do need to get it a little dirty. Let me try pressing it here on the edge of my canvas. See if I can't get some of it off. Just feels like there's too much in there. We shall see. Okay, let me get this put up. Put that in there. Oh, come on, get in there. Seal that up. Put it in my little storage doohickey there. Fold this back and get my trays out. I also use the large drawer tray. If you watch my storage system, my storage solutions, you've seen it in there. It's my favorite. I will say I use washi tape before I put the stickers down. The only stickers from any company that I have found that don't stick to my containers are Diamond Art Club. All the other ones, they get stuck on. So I put washi tape down on everything now. Even if I've never tried to see if it would stick, I still do that. Okay, oops. Let me see. Let me pick a color because I can't really talk while I pick a color because that uses my brain power. And I have to remember everything's upside down now. So let's go with this one. So how's everybody doing today? you know, I don't know if you're watching it the day it comes out, which should be today, barring any problems. So yeah, tell me how you're doing down below. What's going on in your life? Today, as you know, is Saturday. And of course, it's a new release from Diamond Art Club. Did you get anything from that? I have not. There's, yeah, it's just nothing that really spoke to me. I mean, they got a lot of pretty things, don't get me wrong. Absolutely a lot of pretty things. This drill does not go there, so let's put it, see, like that. I put that in the trash bucket. It's just that, you know, given the amount I have in my stash, and on top of that, thanks to Shay, with Crafting with Shay, I ordered that mermaid that she ordered from Distracted by Diamonds, or Patty Wax. So, you know, here's the thing. I'm not really into mermaids. They're not really my thing. But she unboxed that one, and I was like, you know, I really do like those colors. And so then I thought about it. I was like, you know, because I'm not participating in Oz and Og. I don't have a kit. And, you know, I didn't really want to just, well, there's not really one to buy, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm sure I could find something off of Amazon or something. And I did look, and I was just like, you know, nothing really. I didn't want to just go spend money just to be in an event. So I decided not to. But I like these colors of this particular mermaid. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it, and then I'll be set for her event when she does I think she's going to do it in May. Mermaids in May or something, I think. I think that's what she had said before. So anyway, I got that, and that was only $52, but with shipping, I mean, shipping was expensive. So with shipping, everything was like $70-something. So, but that's okay. Small shop, so, and it's not very big, and it's around, so yeah. Then this morning, I am in the group, the one with the diamond art in the UK, and they have branched out to do some hand charting. And I like hand charting because you don't end up with a whole bunch of what I consider to be unnecessary confetti. You know, the computer will just throw in a pink somewhere or something, you know, like one out of, you know, in a, you know, 5x5 section, and it's like, see, that didn't need to be there. And if a human hand had taken over, it wouldn't be there. So that's what I mean by unnecessary confetti. And I don't like it. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. But anyway, so they've got two that are completely hand charted, and one of them is a Cheryl Baker. And I like Cheryl Baker. And it's Mrs. Tittles or something like that. And yeah, I mean, I saw it when it first came out, and it, you know, it's $97 in US. And that's a lot of money, y'all. But I was like, she's got free shipping. It's like for 24 hours only. I woke up to that email, so I was like, I'm going to check it out and see if she means free shipping everywhere. Sure enough. So, you know, I would have paid $20 shipping, but as it worked out, I got it for free. So, free shipping from the UK for a diamond painting that's hand charted for $97, not bad. I mean, no tax. I didn't have to pay any tax. So, yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, yeah, it's only, what, $20 more than the one I ordered from Distracted by Diamonds. So, yeah, I feel good about it. And I got a square. And I didn't get any special drills. I you know, sometimes I just really don't want special drills, you know? So, and I've thought about ordering they call them glimmer drills, which are like the Diamond Art Club's fairy dust drills, but I was like, meh, I don't really need those either. And it'd be different if I was going to save them, but I don't really know how their drill quality compares to Diamond Art Club. So, and right now I only saved Diamond Art Club. So I didn't. I do have the one with the Diamond Art kit. And that was because I wanted a Josephine wall. And because I wanted to do the J-Wall event. And I couldn't find one. I wanted the Secret Garden. And I could not find it on a D-stash from Diamond Art Club. You know, well, let me rephrase that. I found it, but it was over $200. And I was like, no, I don't. I mean, I get it. It's no longer available. So I can see like paying maybe double, but not $200, not $250. No, not today, boss. So, well, the one with the Diamond Art had it. So I was like, okay, I'll order it from there. Well, y'all, it's like 232 or 239 colors. Okay. So obviously tons of confetti. That, in my opinion, is unnecessary. But to make everything worse, the canvas is in black and white, and it's huge. The canvas is huge. I don't remember the exact size, but it's way bigger than the one that Diamond Art Club did. So, and I paid $132 with everything, you know, shipping, everything for that. And I was like, okay, most colors I've ever done are 89 colors. And that, again, was on a Francesca Studio Works. And that I thought was a lot of colors. So I'm like, okay, 30, I can't remember now if it was 232 or 239. I was like, you know, I mean, I took it out and I taped it up to my wall, and just so I could kind of get a feel for it, of how I was going to work on it and stuff. And I'd go in there and I'd look at it, and I'm like, no. Because I thought, well, I'll just leave it hanging on the wall. I'll work on it while it's hanging on the wall. And I was like, no, this just, And then I found The Secret Garden by Diamond Art Club on a D-stash on Poshmark. And that one was about $100 cheaper. It's like $150. It's like, okay. So I went ahead and I got that one. And did it. And let me tell you something. Even with Diamond Art Club, the confetti is real. And I mean, I was like, oh, I'll never get finished with this. Never will I get finished with this. So now I got to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with the Josephine wall from the one with the Diamond Art, because I don't want it. So maybe when it gets closer to the one with the J-Wall event coming up, you know, for next year, once she announces it or whatever, I think what I'll do is I will see if anybody wants to take it from me. And I'll probably just say, here, you know, you can have it. You just got to pay shipping, because shipping's ridiculous. So, and you know, a lot of people love those high color counts. I do not. I do not. I do not. I do not. You know, having said that, I don't know that I do not, because I haven't actually done one. But I certainly don't want to do one in black and white. No, thank you. So, but yeah, I'm excited to get that one from Distracted by Diamonds. I have not done a Distracted by Diamonds. We'll see. I know Anthony had a bad experience with one of his kits, but even he said that is not the norm. So, you know, I'm hoping that I have a good experience. And if I do, I will buy more from her, because her kits are not expensive. All things being, shipping's not good, but, you know, all things being relative, they're not expensive. So I really wish that Francesca would come out with some more kits. I don't know. And I will say, I know a lot of people could care less. It matters not to them. But I don't like doing pre-orders if I don't have to, you know? If I had a choice between pre-order or, you know, you're going to get it in a week or you're going to get it in, you know, who knows, 10 weeks maybe, I'll choose the week. So not because, oh, I'm almost out of diamond paintings or anything like that, mind you. But, yeah, I don't know. I just prefer not to. So, and you don't with Francesca's. I don't know if she'll stay that way or not, because I get it. You know, I mean, I totally understand why companies do that. I mean, you keep stock on hand and you miscalculate what people are going to buy, and then you're stuck, you know, with a whole bunch of kits that, you know, you've paid good money for and nobody wants. So I get it. But I also get why people would rather have pre-order. That way they know they're going to get what they want and there's no fear of running out. Yeah, there's that. But then I also worry, you know, because I think it happened with a different company. I could be wrong, but I want to say it happened to DIY Moonshot maybe. I don't know. I was pretty new to diamond painting. So I'm not sure, but they had the same thing where you had to order it. And then some people, you know, they just shut down business after they'd already taken people's money. Now, I'm guessing that people were able to get their money back, you know. They paid by credit card or something, but I don't know. But, you know, that's kind of it's always a little, you know, a little nerve-wracking because, you know, we're paying good money for these diamond painting kits, y'all. And I get it. You know, these are luxury items. They're not, you know, they're not going to cure cancer or the common cold or anything like that. They're not going to sustain life. You know, you don't need one to survive. You don't. So even though it feels like it, you don't. So I get it. It is a luxury item, but yeah, I don't want to have to go through the hassle of filing with my, you know, credit card or whatever. But anyway, having said that, you know, I buy from Jaded Gem Shop a lot, and I've ordered a kit from Art and Soul. So, yeah. So, yeah. And I don't mind doing it for like trays and stuff. But again, if there's like, well, we have these in stock if you purchase this, or you can order this, and, you know, and I'll go, you know, I mean, if it's something I like, I'll go, no, just give me the one that you already have in hand. Maybe it's just because I'm impatient. That is a very real possibility. So y'all, I am absolutely, positively, 100% enjoying having a YouTube channel. I was so nervous. Oh, I hate when I miss ones. I was so nervous originally, and let's see, hang on. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Because, you know, I was like, I don't know that I'd have anything to offer. I mean, there are so many great YouTube content creators out there. I mean, just a bunch. So I was like, I'm not going to have anything new to offer, you know? And I think it was Shay, and it may have been a couple others, I don't know, that were just telling people, you know, look, if it's something you want to do it, you know, just do it. So, you know, I had hemmed and hawed, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to start on June the 1st. Well, guess what? On June 1st happened. I got COVID. First time that I got it. And so my voice was all bad, you know, stuffy, and yeah, it was just, yeah. So I was like, okay, now's not the time. I was like, well, when's going to be the time? Well, It's like, I still feel like I'm so congested. But finally I said, the heck with it, you know, just going to do it and see what happens. And I thought, you know, if I get, and I didn't want to tell, I didn't tell. Actually, the only people that I told was Mia, my friend Mia from Mia's Life with KFS. I sent her a message and told her. She was my first, or she is my first subscriber. And I thought, you know, if I can get 10 people, that will be amazing to me. Because like I said, I'm not it's not like I'm going around telling my friends and my family. I haven't announced it on my Facebook, you know. I just recently, I guess last week, yeah, maybe Monday of this past week, maybe, I sent a group text to my kids and my grandson. I had told my grandson to come over to diamond paint with me, and I told him that I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel. And so he was like, well, let me know if you do, and I'll help you edit and stuff. And I was like, okay. And so I did, and I made a little short, and I sent it to his mom and said, you know, showed this to Alex. And so he subscribed, you know. But anyway, when I got on here just a minute ago, I had 183 subscribers. And on July 23rd, it will be 1 month since I started. Because I started on June 23rd was the upload of my first video. And I am just blown away. I mean, I am absolutely blown away. I have met so many amazing people just in that little tiny short period of time. Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. And I was talking to Max, and he goes, I don't understand how you can have a YouTube channel when you don't talk much. It's like, you know, I think because, you know, when I'm talking about what's going on in the diamond painting world, the only people I know that care or be interested are you guys. I mean, y'all are the only ones I know. No one else, everybody else will be like, you know, yeah, that's nice, Leanne. Okay, bye-bye, you know. So, yeah, I don't know, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And about half the people that watch don't subscribe. So I can't even imagine if the people who watch subscribe. But I get it. I mean, I watch videos too, and I don't subscribe because maybe I just want to watch one, you know. Or, you know, if you're in the middle of doing something, you don't have time to stop, you know, go to the channel, hit subscribe, and all that good stuff. I get that too. I've done that before as well. And then I'm like, who was that? So I have to go back and look at my history so I can figure out who it was. So then I can go to their channel and subscribe. Because, you know, you get busy doing something, and before you know it, that video's ended and you moved on to something else. And it's like, gosh, I need to get back. So, and then also you need to tell me what you think of my new intro. I changed it up a little bit. It is going to be a work in progress, I think. Going to be a work in progress. So I'm just now barely learning, you know, how to make intros and outros, and still don't have the thumbnail down. Still don't have that down. And I've fooled around with Canva, and you know, you get a free trial, and then I forgot about it until I got a thing from Apple. Your payment went through for like $100 and something. I was like, oh my God, what is that? And I went and looked, it was Canva. My free trial was up. And I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that. So, oh well, you know, my stupid mistake. But anyway, I need to watch some videos on Canva. So, because I think Canva does a lot of stuff. And it's like, I was going to use it to make, you know, thumbnails. But yeah, I don't know. I quit using iMovie because I would shoot the video, and then And I'm sure it was user error, but I would shoot the video where everything's in frame, right? And then I'd go to edit or, you know, put it into iMovie so I can stitch everything together. And it was all cropped. And I could not figure out how to put it back to the original. And I was like, this is infuriating, because people are going to be like, you know, you're showing us a pen, but we can't see it, you know? So now sometimes it's user error. And I forget that I need to look and make sure you can see what I'm showing you. But anyway, so now I have InShot, and I did purchase it. I did use the free version, and I liked it. So I went, and it was only like $18. And I don't remember if that's for a year or altogether, but super easy to use. So that's what I use now. And again, that was recommended by another content creator. That's what she used. So yeah. Everybody has been just so nice, so supportive. Just blows my mind, because I know that to leave a comment, for me, when I leave a comment, it's like I have to put down what I'm doing, stop what I'm doing, and if I'm on my TV, forget it. You know, the most I can do on my TV is give a thumbs up. I can subscribe, using my TV, but if I'm on my device, I don't normally sit and be still and watch a YouTube video on my phone or my iPad. I do that. If I'm going to watch a video, generally speaking, usually, I am on my TV. So if I'm, got the iPad going, or my phone, I am diamond painting. So I'm not watching, even if it's an unboxing or something, I'll look up, unless it's a kit that I'm like, I really want to know about this. Then I will, but for the most part, I'm listening, I'm looking up, I go back to doing what I'm doing, I look back up, and, leaving a comment is, again, I have to stop what I'm doing and make a concerted effort to do it. And so I know when you leave a comment that you took time, that you could have done something else. I mean, you didn't have to do that. And it means a lot. It really does. Because like I said, I know. And so now I'm getting better. It's like, no, Leanne, stop what you're doing and leave a comment. Even if it's just an emoji, leave a comment, because I get it now. I didn't before. It's like, yeah, it does mean something. It does. So, yeah, and I do respond to everybody's comments. So, yeah. So anyway, let's see. This morning we went and had, it's Mexican breakfast, but it's not, it's more Yucatan Peninsula. So think Cozumel, Cancun, Belize, all of that kind of Mexican food. So it's a little bit different than Tex-Mex. Some of the same dishes, but different seasonings and whatnot. And it is so good, so good. And I was like, I'm going to get something different, because I always get the chilaquiles. I love chilaquiles. It's like, I'm going to get something different. Yep. Walked up. I mean, even on the way there, I was looking at the menu online. I'm like, yep, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to sub this, blah, 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 blah. Get up there, the lady's like, can I help you? Yes, I'll have the chilaquiles. It's like, when it came right down to it, I said, what am I afraid of, Well, I know what I'm afraid of. I won't like it. What if I don't like it, Okay, I doubt it's going to be inedible, then you'll know next time, get the chilaquiles. No, I don't know why I have this fear in my mind that I'm not going to like this food. Again, it's not like, you won't be able to eat it. You'll still be able to eat it. It just won't be the most pleasant, the most pleasurable thing like you would if you'd have gotten something that you like. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with my little brain. I just don't know. But that's why I'm one of these people, if I'm going to a new place, especially if I'm going to a new place, I look at the menu. I know what I want when I walk in the door, you know. And if it's a place that I go all the time, it's like, we don't need menus, because I'm not going to venture. Because I will look at the menu, and then I'm like, why did I waste the time doing that? I'm getting the same thing that I always get. But I slept in later this morning, so that was good. I started a new medication to help me sleep, and I've tried this one before, but it didn't work before. So, but I think it might be a little bit different this time. And so, I wasn't up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 2 a.m. I got up at 6:30, which is perfectly fine. I mean, I'm good with that. I do like to do things in the morning. I don't like doing anything in the afternoon. Oh, speaking of which, yes, I meant to do that before I started recording. Gosh darn it. So the hotel rooms for the Richmond, Virginia retreat, you could start booking them today. And I went on, followed the link and went on to the website, and it said there are no rooms available the times that you checked. So I posted that in the group, and people were saying, well, they had to call. And I'm like, I hate calling people. And I need to do that. Because, I'm signed up for the retreat. I don't want to be stuck without a room. So, yeah, I need to call. Ooh-wee. Just getting a hot flash over here. Goodness gracious. All right, let's do this one. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram or not, but I usually post daily updates there, and I posted, I've been posting a lot on this kit. I just can't get over the colors. I mean, it's like, oh, I want y'all to see it in person. So I hope that Francesca comes out with some new kits soon, because, I told you I only had one other kit of hers. I do not. I have two, because I just recently made a purchase. But now it's like, okay, that's it. And that's all the kits that, So I hope that she comes out with some more. I do like them. But I want to get this finished. Then I've got to finish Mushroom Forest. That's going to have to get finished for next month. So I'll work on Mushroom Forest and smashing the specials in August, because then it'll be September, and I really need to work on that dachshund that I'm doing, that custom that I'm doing from Jaded Gem Shop, so I can have time to do it and get it framed for November. So I want to give myself plenty of time, because I believe it's around, I think I got it in around, because I had not done a round from Jaded Gem Shop. And I thought, I need to. So I did. And of course, that was a thought I had back when I ordered it. I'm a different person now. But, anyway, I'll do it. The good thing about doing rounds is, compared to squares, is there's going to be a lot of color blocking of light colors. And those tend to be gappy, or at least you can see it. Even if they're not gappy, you can see it real well. And that kind of stuff bothers me. I do have mica powder, and that does work very, very well. But you know how it is. I mean, once you see something, you can't unsee something. Now, other people look at it and go, oh yeah, that looks great. Well, that's because you didn't see it before. And once I look and go, that's got tons of gapping, then even with I can put the mica powder on there and go, oh yeah, that makes a world of difference. But I'm like, yeah, I can still see the gapping. It's just all the same color. So, I don't know. So you don't have that problem with rounds. Although, I've done round kits before that they didn't fit right up next to each other either. And that bugs me. That bugs me too. That bugs me too. So, you know, and it really doesn't on things that I'm like, well, I'm not going to hang it up in my house. You know, it's just something I'm doing. Okay, that doesn't bother me then. But if it is something that I had intended to hang up in my house, or in this particular case, to gift to somebody, because I have done kits specifically for people in mind before, then I want it to look decent, you know? And, you know, if it's just something I'm going to roll up and store away, that's fine. That means nothing. But, you know, especially if I'm going to go through the trouble of framing it, you know, spend the money to frame it, I want it to look right. So, did I already ask you if you liked the new intro? I think I did. Did I? Well, if I didn't, I can't remember if I did or not. I know I meant to. I changed it up a little bit. It has, I put in, instead of having Gus and Snoopy in separate photos, I put him, well, both of them, Snoopy, Gus, and Maggie, which is Max's little wiener dog, I should say. Make sure you add that in there, dog. I put them all in one, and I put their names. And then I put a picture of he and I from this last trip that we went on back in May. Yeah, May. We went west. We went to Arizona, and we explored Utah. But of course, you know, we had places there on the way back. But Utah, excuse me, was our big destination. Although we still didn't go the whole state of Utah. We never made it any further north than Moab. So, but I love Moab. So I'm like, well, we'll just have to come back. Because I love the mountains, period. Ah, dang it. I do love the mountains regardless. So I'm like, no, it's not like I'll go, nope, don't ever have to go back there again. Nope, I'm ready. Just tell me when. Take me no time at all to get my bags packed. And I would say, you know, I would love to be able to take my dogs. That would be ideal because, you know, first of all, it's expensive as heck to board them. But Gus hates riding in a car. Hates it. He cries. We're not even going far and he cries. Now, could I get him acclimated to it? I'm sure, you know, if every day we got in the car and every day, you know, I subjected him to it, I think eventually he'd be like, okay, here we go. But as it is now, he sees that leash come out and poof, you know, he goes and hides. Just getting the harness out, he goes and hides. Snoopy, on the other hand, would be a great travel dog. I mean, he's always ready to go. He don't care. Wherever, he don't care. You pull that harness out and that leash out, and he is just beside himself, like, woohoo, let's go, let's go. Gus doesn't even want to go on a walk. I mean, like, trying to harness him up to take him on a walk. And once he gets on a walk, he's fine. Once he's on the walk, he's fine. But it's the whole process of putting on a harness and all that he just absolutely hates. So, yeah. And they're building a strip center, I mean, literally like a block away from me. And I saw it this morning in the neighborhood group that there's going to be a veterinary's office in there. And I have to drive like 30 minutes to get to the vet. I have to go past a lot of vets, but this is the vet I've been using since Lily was a puppy. So, 14 years, been using them a long time. And so, you get to know people, they get to know you, and, that's always nice when it's your vet. And I love the people there. I love the vet, all of that. But, oh my God, it is such a hassle having to take them to the vet. And, I don't have to take them all the time, for health reasons. Sometimes I just need to get, their nails done, their anal glands done. And it sure would be convenient if I just had to go right down the street. I mean, we could walk over there. So, yeah, I'll do some research and find out which vet. I mean, I think it's going to be probably, 6 months or so before they open up, but I'll find out who the vet is going to be. And if I think they're going to be a good vet, then we're switching, because it's just too much of a hassle. What do y'all call this symbol? Can you see that? Can you see that symbol? I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, if you turn it this way, it's like an umbrella. So I guess it could be an upside down umbrella. But I call it the golf hole. I don't know if that's the right word, but the hole that's got the flag in it, what is that called? I mean, is golf hole the correct term? I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know what it's called. The pen. Yeah, the pen. That's what it's called, right? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, that's what I think of when I see it. But right now, with it being upside down, it looks like an umbrella. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm liking this putty, y'all. I thought it was going to be too sticky, but yeah, it's not. And the more I use it, the more I like it. So, yeah. And it really is. It is a very, very mild scent. Very mild scent. So, I know some people don't care for strong scents, and I get that. I'm not that person, but I understand. Because, there are some scents that will give me headaches, but not many. I love candles and incense and all of that good stuff. But if you are sensitive, I would say this is definitely not strong at all. At all. I also have some Joy's putty. Now, it does smell a little stronger, which I like. But I have not. I didn't put it in here. But I'll always use my glue. I love the glue dots. Absolutely love, love, love the glue dots. When you first put them in, though, you do have to kind of dirty them up a little bit. Touch them, or, touch them to your pants or to your face, just something to get them a little on the dirty side. And especially when they're pretty new, they don't work well with ABs at all. So, but this pen from Diamond Art Club works great on ABs. So, there's that. Although, they're said that they're coming out with a screw-in metal tip that's thinner for the pen, and that's going to rock. And I think you'll buy it, and I will, separate. Sign me up. Where do I pay? I will absolutely do that. Absolutely do that. because I am sold on these placers. Absolutely sold. And before them, I was buying from AliExpress. So, and as soon as these came out, I was like, oh, heck no. And because the most I could do on a multi-placer was 6. And so I got a 6 in this, and I was like, oh, this is too small. So I got the 8. And the 8 is my sweet spot. I did buy a 12 because I thought, oh, surely I can do 12 now. No. And you don't really get as many opportunities to place 12 at one time. So, maybe that was it, that I just didn't get much practice with it. But it just felt unwieldy to me. And then I was like, I could probably keep practicing with it and get it. But, why? The 8 works just fine. I'm happy with it. So, yeah, I just go back to the 8. And then I've bought some extras because I have this fear that, something's going to break or something. Because nothing lasts forever, right? But, yeah. But to me, it makes placing so much easier. You can see around it. It's hard to explain. It really is. I know a lot of people still like to use the plastic multi-placers. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like, then that's what you should use. Because it doesn't matter if if you're not happy with it, then by all means, find something that you are happy with. Yeah, I knew as soon as I took that lid off, I would find more, and I have. Quite a few, actually. But at least I hadn't put it away. Like, that's usually what happens. So let's see. What is going on? Well, tomorrow, which is Sunday, is Mia's live. So I always look forward to that. It usually comes on right after I get home from lunch. So that's good. So it's good to catch up with some people. I do chat some in there, but I do also diamond paint. So, oh, and I think the last WIP and Chat, I mentioned going live and, just throwing it out there into the universe. I don't know, will I don't know. And so I noticed I was watching Mindy's live, and she uses StreamYard, and I think a lot of people use StreamYard. So I was like, well, let me go check that out. So they do have a free one, but I think you only need it if you're having more than one person in the live with you. I don't know. I think, and it also said it works best with a computer. But I think Mindy has like one camera on her, and then she's looking at her computer screen, for comments and stuff. So I'm like, I need to investigate a little bit more. I think makes more sense to me, because if I'm going to have to rely on looking at my phone or my iPad, y'all are going to see some weird faces coming from me, because I'm getting to where I can't see that well up close, and I sure as the heck can't see far away. So yeah, I'm at that weird, awkward stage. So, I could see having the computer out, because I don't know. I think it might be kind of fun to chat while diamond painting, kind of like a WIP and Chat, but a live WIP and Chat. I don't know. I don't know. In my mind, I'll be there by myself, and, and I understand. Gosh, you can't expect people to be free when you're free. There's time zone differences, and people work. There's just all kinds of reasons why people can't. And then, I also have to make sure, I think Lee has a master list of when people will go live, so that, we can be respectful of each other. and not go live when someone else is going live. But, I mean, I think that's the whole purpose of it. So I'd want to make sure that I was being respectful of others, you know. Not to mention, who would want to come see me when there's somebody else, you know, that's better and been around longer? Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, but I do want to be respectful of other people's lives. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if you know, I'll get my feet wet just by doing like a surprise, I'm here, as opposed to this time next week, you know, just so it gives me enough time to have a, you know, a stroke or something, thinking about it. Or even more gray hair than what I have now. So, I don't know. I have to really pay attention because I'm looking at these upside down. So anyway, you know, I tend to, my personality is like I will think something over, mull it around, throw it around in the old pea brain here, and then it's like, okay, doing it, bye, you know, and then it's just, it sounds like, or may even look like I did something spur of the moment, but no, in truth, I've been mulling it over in my brain for a long time, even though I've never vocalized it. So that tends to be how I operate. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so tomorrow is Mia's live, and then Sunday is Shay's live, right? I'd like, you know, I usually catch T-Maw's live on the replay because she is in bed. I mean, I'm in bed when she comes on. I mean, she comes on like at 9. I am done. I mean, I'm pretty much, last night I went to sleep at about 8:45, and she doesn't come on till I think 9. So it's like, no, that's not going to work for me. So I always watch on the replay, which I hate because then you don't get to get in on the giveaways and stuff, you know? It's like, yeah, I mean, there's some things, it's like, oh, I'd like to comment right now on that. And it's like, man, that happened last night. Let it go. So then you don't get to say hi to the different people in the chat. So, yeah. But what am I going to do? I go to sleep. I go to sleep early. It's what I do. So anyway, let's see. I think this week coming up, my eldest son wants to get together and go to lunch and visit and whatnot. So I think we'll try to plan that. I have a nail appointment on Monday. I go every 3 weeks for a mani-pedi. The mani I just do because, well, I'm there. But the pedi, I swear, that is a necessity. That is a necessity. But the mani is more of a luxury. I mean, I guess technically they're both luxuries, but you know what I mean. I get ingrown toenails bad on my big toes, and I don't if I go see her. And my heels will get real dry. I have super dry skin, and they'll crack. So, yeah. It's pretty much a must for me. Like I said, the manicure is, you know, I'm there, so, and they'd look better. I would have horrible nails otherwise. Well, I was hoping I would get a square finished or a section finished while chipper chatting with you, but I don't think I'm going to because I've already been chipper chatting for an hour and I got a lot to do. So I was hoping to at least get this section done. I mean, I will get it done. I will finish it today, but I don't know that I have anything else to talk about. I guess I will say this as far as my channel goes. One thing that I don't want on my channel is drama. I am not going to give you my opinion on something unless I feel like, you know, I have experience with it, or I am trained in that, or, you know, I just, you know, the saying, you know, opinions and honey holes have one thing in common. We all have one. So, definitely not going to be drama here. And there is some drama going on, and why there's drama in diamond painting, I don't know. But I think as humans, we have a tendency to expecting and feeling like we're expected to pick a side. You know, if you love me, you'll pick a side type of thing. And if you're loyal to me, you'll pick a side. You know, you'll pick me. And, you know, I've said it before, as a consumer, I am not loyal to anybody, okay? If somebody comes out with something that I like better, then that's what I'm going with. I'm not going to sit here and go, no, well, you know, yes, their quality's better, but, you know, it's, you know, they did this to this person who doesn't, by the way, even know my name. None of them know my name, know me, know anything about me. You know, it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't have enough facts, and I don't feel like everything requires picking a side. You know, we don't always have to pick a side. You can be neutral. You know, you can say, I just don't know. You know, well, I told you this, so now you should have an opinion. Yes, you told me that, but I don't know that that's real. I don't know that that's true. You know, so I need evidence. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, serving on a jury. You know, you can't just, the attorneys can't get up there and go, my client didn't do it. And I'll tell you why, because I don't think he did. And you go, well, there you go. You don't think he did, so therefore he didn't. No, or the prosecutor, he did it. We think he did it because look at him. He just looks like a bad guy, you know, or he said he was going to do something. And it's like, no, you know, we still have to have the facts, the evidence. And if I can't find the evidence or it's not out there, then no, I'm not going to pick a side. And it seems like social media is really used as a weapon. I mean, you can make or break somebody's reputation just by social media. And I find that a little frightening. A little frightening. Somebody can decide they don't like you, and they can tell a complete bald-faced lie. It doesn't matter. Because people, like I said, don't tend to look for facts. They're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to pick a team, you know. And they go with it. And you see it happen quite frequently. And, you know, it's like, oh, well, turns out, oops, we made a mistake. Well, it's too late now because it's been tried in the court of public opinion. And that is the most unfair place to be judged, in my opinion, based on what I've seen. So I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. And I hope other content creators will, you know, just be mindful and everybody stay in their lane. This is diamond painting. It's not, you know, like I said, it's not like we're all trying to get to the fountain of youth or the, you know, the cure for diseases and stuff. We're just here to diamond paint. And I don't want to do anything that's going to bring me stress. And so, yeah, I hope that it doesn't, I hope that this will pass and let the parties that, you know, are upset, let them figure it out. And hopefully it won't be, you know, because, you know, I don't want to see anybody's reputation marred. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And, you know, even when my kids were in school and, you know, they'd come home, you know, this happened to me. And I didn't just automatically go, okay, come on, we're going to go kick some butt. No, I was like, okay, you know, what did you do? Well, I didn't do nothing. Okay, so you were sitting there minding your own business and little Johnny just came out of nowhere and threw something at you or kicked you or, you know, whatever. Or the teacher just looked over and decided that you were going to be her scapegoat for the day. So that's how that happened. You know, that's how that happened. Well, that's what I thought. Well, because, you know, if that's true, if that happened, then by gosh, I will be down at that school and we will go to war. But, you know, you need to fess up if you know, well, every single time. Okay, well, you know, I did say this or I was doing that, but no, See, you tried to tell me that you were just minding your own little business, and out of nowhere, the teacher just decided she hated you, and that was it. You were getting in trouble. So I didn't even do it with my own kid, y'all. I was not one of those parents that was like, if my kid said it, it's gospel. No. No. I know my grandmother used to say, don't ever say that what your kids won't do or what your husband won't do, because just as soon as you do, someone's going, I've seen them do it. So I was like, okay. And I think that always kind of stuck with me. Yeah. So, yeah. I just don't pick sides unless I know there's more to the story. I mean, you know, it's like, okay, well, there's got to be more to this story. And maybe there's not. Maybe there isn't. But, you know, if it's a legal matter, then we need to leave that to the people who know what the hell they're doing. And it ain't me. And, y'all, I can't do math. The last thing I could do is be a judge or a lawyer. So, yeah. I'm lucky I can blow my own nose. So, yeah, I stay out of all that stuff. So anyway, well, I think I'm going to call it here because I've been just chatting for a very long time. I don't know. Most of y'all said when I asked that poll if you preferred longer or shorter whipping chats, the vast majority said longer. I like longer. So let me go a little bit longer and see if I get any more done, or if I just completely run out of things to say, because that's very possible as well. So anyway, I say that a lot, don't I? Anyway, anyhow, I do say that a lot. We're supposed to be getting some rain. It did sprinkle a little this morning, but Max was telling me that I think this coming week we got rain, some serious rain chances. There's going to be a couple of fronts that are supposed to come in that technically they're cold fronts, but, you know, literally they're not. I mean, you know, yeah, nothing's going to cool down. So, but technically that's what they are. I guess because they're coming out of the north. And they're supposed to just sit on top of us and dump rain. Now, if you know anything at all about the area I live in, you know that seems to be the way we do it around here. It's feast or famine. We're either in a drought or we're having a flood. You can't just get like Camelot where it only rains at night or something, you know, where you just can't seem to get that. But we could use some rain. We could use some rain because my water bill is pretty expensive. My little city loves their water, so I have it set to give me an alert, you know, if I go above a certain gallons, because, you know, I don't want to like spring a leak and not know it. And every time the sprinklers come on, the sprinklers come on 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I always get a notification that I've exceeded. I'm like, God. Ugh. But, you know, last summer we had a drought. And there were several people in my neighborhood that did not water their lawns, and their lawns turned brown. I mean, they were bad. And I thought, okay, well, I think you're going to regret that. And sure enough, come spring, everybody else's grass, the ones that watered, was turning green, and theirs was still brown, except for where the weeds were popping through. So, I mean, they had to go and, you know, put in new sod, tear up that and put in new. And I'm like, see, I think it would have been cheaper to have watered your lawn. But I do like a pretty lawn. I like a pretty yard. I do. I put in my front of my house, I put seasonal flowers because I love color. Makes me happy when I pull up to my house. So, yeah. But yeah, we could use the rain for sure. Faux show. Finally got my tree staked, my magnolia tree that was leaning. Still looks like it's leaning a little bit. But I guess I'm just going to leave it like that for, you know, who knows how long. But I mean, you could see around the tree where the root ball was trying to come up. I mean, it's like indented now. So I hope it doesn't hurt my magnolia tree, because I do love it. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm really not sleepy. I don't know why I'm yawning like that. Oh man, speaking of yards, so my dogs have been in and out all day because, you know, they got a doggy door. And got home from breakfast and just happened as I pull up in front of my house, I was like, oh my gosh, my gate was open from, you know, like the yard guys. Wait a minute. Today's Saturday. They came on Wednesday, didn't they? Why was my gate open? Was it open all that time and I just didn't notice it? Huh. Interesting. Well, then I really do need to praise my dogs, because I was going to say they didn't run off. Well, yeah, I mean, they were here. The yard guys were here Wednesday. There's no reason for anybody to have been in my backyard. So, yeah, I guess, Or maybe they just thought they shut it and they didn't, and then maybe we had a little thing of wind or something that opened it where I could see it. Because it wasn't open like all the way open. It wasn't wide open, but it was open. You know, you could see from the street that it was open. So, I don't know. But I was like, oh gosh, I hope my dogs are inside. They were. So, yeah, at first I was like, oh, you know, the yard guys left it open, because they have left it open before. And that's got to be what it was. I just didn't notice it. Thank goodness my dogs did not get out, because they would get run over, was what they'd get. And Snoopy, you know, I don't know what his past was, you know, because he was a rescue. But some people, not all people, and there's no rhyme or reason to who. I mean, I can't go, well, he doesn't like men, or he doesn't like women, or he doesn't like beards. No, there's no rhyme or reason. He will nip. And, you know, dachshunds can be bitey dogs anyway, so that's not uncommon. But he's my only one that does that. Gus wouldn't. He barks, you know. People might not like it because he would bark at them, but if they went to touch him, he'd pee himself. Literally, he would pee himself, and probably pee on them too. So, but both of them would get run over because they have no clue. They'd just be running amok, And I don't live far, about a block away from a major road. So, yeah, that would be horrific. Absolutely horrific. So, I think I'm going to get a sign. If I can find a sign, I bet you I can. I'll look on Amazon. That, you know, says something like, please keep the gate shut. You know, maybe that would help the yard guys. And, you know, in all fairness, they probably slam it, you know, but it didn't latch, you know, it didn't, because, you know, it's a wooden gate. Yeah. So that may be it. I don't know. There was no reason for anybody to be in my backyard. And if somebody had been in my backyard, I think, unless it was at night while we were asleep, I think Snoopy would have gone out there and greeted them. I don't know. But fortunately, when I got in, everybody was safe and sound and happy to see me. So, that's good. You know, I've been hearing people that live in what I always think of as being a cool state and really putting up with a lot of heat. And I don't know if they don't have, you know, like here, we are equipped for heat. You know, we have central AC. As long as we have power, we are equipped. Now, a lot of states, especially on the northeast side, they are absolutely ahead of the game when it comes to snow and ice. Way more than we are. Way more than we are. But I'm always like, you don't have central air and heat. But then they're probably going, you don't have a system in place. You don't have snow plows. You don't, you know, we don't have snow plows here, you know. They can de-ice the roads, but I mean, you know, it's not something we keep just down the road, you know, like they do in the states that, well, have snow and ice. I'm almost to, where's those little poles? So yeah, I would have to have me some air conditioning. I'm still contemplating getting a window unit just for my bedroom because, you know, I live alone and during the day I have my AC set on 72, which is fine. And then at about 4, I kick it down to 70. And then at about 6, I kick it down to 67. And 67 is where it stays until I get up the next morning. If I had a window unit in my bedroom, I could leave my thermostat set on 72 because I'm cooling down the whole house to 67 when I just need my bedroom to be cooled off. I hate when I miss them. So, yeah, I should do that. What I don't like about the window unit, though, is, you know, obviously it goes in your window. And I don't know how I would lock how I could keep anybody from coming in, you know. I don't want, not that that's a problem here, but I don't want to be the one, you know. I don't know if I would sleep very sound thinking that someone could just, you know. But I guess you can't just pull out a window unit. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we had one window unit when I was a kid growing up, but I didn't operate it, you know, so I don't know anything about window units. I don't know how they work. And I thought about getting a portable air unit, but you still have to duct them outside, and so you still have to go through your window. So, I don't know. Do you have window units? Because I think that's a smart way to go if you have AC and you don't want to cool the whole house. If you have central AC. Okay, y'all, I think I'm ready to work on the old... Now I have one E right there. Just one. Yep. So we're almost there. We are almost there. All right, let's start with 3, shall we? Now I may have to switch pens. My glue dots are fine, but I think this putty's going to be too new. In fact, I'm almost positive it will be, so I'm going to go ahead and work with this. I just love these new pens. They are they're ergonomic. Like those ones that came with the kit. Yes, my first 2 kits, that's exactly what I used. Maybe even 3 kits. And it was not long before I was on Amazon and buy me a different pen. You know, still a cheap pen, but a different pen. And then I bought one from Diamond Art Club, one of their pens, and I was like, "Ooh, this is nice." Yeah, so I still have some of those. And then, of course, then I just discovered, well, pen turners. And I remember watching YouTube creators talk about them and be like, yeah, do I really need that? I don't know that I really need that. And yeah, it's like, well, no, this is a newer pen, I think. I use my glue dots for the single. Probably you don't need it, but I ordered one and got it in, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, you know. It's kind of fun having a pretty pen. I mean, the other ones were pretty. The ones I got from Amazon and the ones I bought from Diamond Art Club, they were pretty. But it was like, oh, wow, this is, yeah, okay. So then I went and bought another one. And I think altogether I bought 4 from him. And then, let's see, who came first? I think Enabler's Outpost, I think. Yeah, that one's too new. I think. Real close to the time. Yeah, they were. And then Leopard Leather Works. And now I have to really, because I mean, I've got, I don't know, 30 pens. It's like, for real? You know, for real. And I think, well, you know, maybe I should get rid of these, you know, the Amazon ones and the Diamond. I was like, no, I'm not going to get rid of them because I actually do like them. I mean, they're comfortable to use. I do like them. So, no, I'm not. Now, I do have some pens that I could get rid of because they're too fat. You know, they're just too fat for my hands. And so I could get rid of those. But, yeah, and I may do that. But I've really made myself like, no, you cannot get a new pen until you get rid of some of these pens. You know, like one out, one in. But that's hard to do sometimes because it's like, oh, fortunately for me, by the time I get the notification that there's been some new blank drops from some of my favorite blank makers, come on, get in there. They've already been sold. They've already been claimed. So I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Because I would have been like, I want that one and that one and that one and that one. So, yeah. I do watch for Enabler's Outpost for them to post these short pens. Because I really do like those. Oh, Leanne, no. Remember, you can't use this one. See how it's pulling the putty out? It's because the putty's too new. Oh, I've got putty in my tray there. I'll probably be able to use it on the next section, but not this one because I just put it in. Then I have to use this for my, there. Yeah, I like the looks of ABs. I do. I like the way they look for the most part. I do not positively do not like placing them. So I always save them for last on a section. Unless I know that my putty is just toast. You know, it's just toast and it needs to be changed. If I'm like, okay, this needs to be changed, then before I can do another section, then when I go to another section, I go ahead and do the ABs because it works great for ABs for whatever reason. I'm sure there's a science behind it. Again, with the smarts, I am not, so I don't know. And I'm not looking to find out, I guess. You know, it's like, yeah, it's just the way it is. I'm okay with that on a lot of things. You know, some people need to know everything. I do not. I do not. Sometimes I think, you know, I think it's best if I don't know. See, like this putty is just about toast, as you can see, because it's not even picking up the ABs very well. I know a lot of people don't like to multi-place. I feel like squares were made for multi-placing. Just they're made for it. And I have a harder time single placing squares. I can single place rounds. Don't really like it, but I can do it. And I just can't. I mean, I'll end up with a big mess trying to single place squares. Now, if I am single placing squares, it's because there's nothing else around them and I'll use tweezers. But yeah. And before I learned to multi-place, I did do checkerboard. All right, let's go in and fill in all these little ones here. We're almost done with these guys. Make sure I'm not missing WIP here. I don't want to. I mean, this kit here has 6 ABs, for crying out loud. What I like is with Francesca's, well, I think everybody's ABs really, except for Diamond Art Club. Well, and Diamond Dots, they do their own thing. But the DMC stays the same. They just add AB in front of it. And I like that because, you know, I'm always having to look up to see what, you know, what's the DMC color of this AB, you know, when I'm using Diamond Art Club. All right, we're almost done here. Just have number symbol 5, which is 3607 AB. It's a very pretty color. And it just adds so much sparkle. It really is a pretty color. What would you call that? Like a fuchsia? I think it's like a fuchsia. Let's see. Yep. Moving along, moving along. Right, 2 and 2. Man, I am so glad that somebody told me how to fix my storage problems on my iPhone. Goodness. Oh, that just about did me in. And I don't remember who you were, but you said just because you delete it doesn't mean it's off of your phone. It's in your... Oh, I used the wrong stupid multi-placer. Dagnabbit. It's in your recently deleted, and sure enough, there it was. Get back in there. All right, keep using the wrong one here. Sure enough, I went in there and found all those files that I had deleted. We're waiting because they're held on your iPhone for 30 days. And then it will delete them on its own, or you can go in and go ahead and delete it now. And I was like, oh, well, duh, delete it now. And bam, just like that, I got 300 more gigs. It's like, son of a gun. This was after I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. I tried downloading them, you know, to my laptop. And then I just was like, you know what, just get rid of that one. You can only have so many pictures of your dog. You can only have, you know, I had all these pictures of my diamond paintings. Nope, get rid of them. You know, after I had deleted all that, all I needed to do was just go into my deleted file to get these big videos. And that was another thing I learned, was you don't need to upload in 4K. Don't need to record in 4K. You don't need to upload in 4K. I mean, you really don't, especially for this. Now, I guess if I was doing nature photography or something like that, perhaps. But those 4K videos, y'all, they eat the space and they take the bandwidth to upload. So, I mean, if we could be an hour as opposed to, you know, 20 minutes. So, I take the 20 minutes any day. Some are less than that. The shorter videos are less than that. They're like 20 seconds. I'm like, yes. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's see. We are almost done. Yay. With this section, anyways. That'll make me feel good. Because I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more sections. So if I do a section a day, I will definitely have it done by, you know, as a July finish. So, and I'd like to get a section and a half done a day. But, you know, I don't know. Is that it? Nope. For whatever reason, I'll go to take a picture and then I'll look at the picture and it's like, oh, I forgot all of these drills here. And 5, for whatever reason, just blends. And see, I see 3 3s there that I missed. But aren't these colors beautiful? Let's see, I feel like that's not. Oh, it's down. That one's not. There we go. I just love these colors. They're just so bright. I definitely want to get this one framed too, and it's not going to be cheap. It is not going to be cheap. But I don't want to use the magnet. I use the magnetic frames on a lot. But one day, maybe I'll show you the different pictures that I have, the paintings that I've done that I've framed. But some of them I switch out for holidays. So, like I have the pumpkin herder, I think it's the pumpkin herder, that goes above my mantle in the fall. So, I mean, some of them I only hang up. They're seasonal. Christmas ones are seasonal. I have several that are seasonal. I have one that I need to frame for this year. I didn't have time last year. Or I didn't make time, I guess is the more appropriate thing to say. So let me feel. Feels good. You love to just run your hands over the canvas. I do. So anyway, there's that. Oops, sorry, y'all. That didn't sound good. I scared the dogs. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to move this part here over so that it's ready to go for the next one. Yeah. And I could go ahead and take this one off. Yep. Such a nice feeling. I'm going to find the envelope that will go in. Anyway, y'all, it's coming along really great. This is going to be a beautiful part to do here, too. This has got the white, those 6s. Well, they look like 9s to me now, but they're 6s. Those are white ABs. So you got white ABs, and then you got the yellow ABs. Oh, excuse me, next to it. So that's going to be really pretty, too. So, yeah. All right. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. So, if you stuck around, and gosh knows I don't blame you if you don't. I totally understand. But if you did, how about an emoji of a flower? Any flower. I don't care. Whatever kind of flower you like. And again, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. I hope you'll subscribe if you're not already. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you do get notified. I have to be reminded of that all the time because I forget all the time. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, I hope everybody's kind to each other, and hopefully you're practicing your random acts of kindness, and hopefully someone is practicing them on you as well. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.